What's happening? Kyle Postlewaite, aka Malker here at Big Kitty Games. I think my sound's working and everything. I'm just kind of still getting started here. What was this? Fixed. I posted this last night, whatever. Terrans being able to spawn too close to terrain edges, causing errors. And I don't think I have pushed a cat fur over my mic. This into version control. I've got a bit of a scowl going on. I was up all night trying to fix the Big Kitty Games server. The disk got full of like temporary logs and weird stuff, so I couldn't even log into it. I was able to get into a console command prompt, delete some files, get in and find more of those logs and stuff and clean it up, and it should be up and running right now. We might want to actually go look at that real quick. I just want to make sure I'm updated on my version control. There's a kitty. Go sit on the cat cam. There's nobody in the cat cam, cat. Don't sit in front of the keyboard. How about? I see you eyeing it. But it should be all working now. Well, this is pushing. Let's take a peek at that real quick. Anyway, it's been a while since I streamed. There you go. Go sit on the camera. Cats don't go on the cat cam very much during the summer here. We're not quite summer yet, but it's definitely warming up. I wanted to look at what's up. Stop shut? Is that stop nut? Server list. Looks like it's going fine. Good ping. I'm not gonna bother even. Well, yeah. Let's take a peek. Should be same version. I'm on the beta, but it doesn't matter. Right now they're on the same version. Sure we don't get any weird errors. The Steam summer sale has just started up, so I'm probably gonna see some new players over the next few days. Oh, that didn't work. Curious. I wonder if it booted me because I'm on beta. I don't think it should. Client player added, game version mismatch kicked. Oh, did I not? You know what? I didn't push that actually, did I? Yeah, okay. Well, that's fine. Well, let's give it a try. I did push just a little small patch that is only on the normal version. It's actually not even a patch. It just changes the version number so that beta warning doesn't show up where it says you're playing beta. I turned that off and repatched. Is actually all that is different. So, but it is a different version number, so it should kick me. It did. So just to be safe here, let's give it a try. Hey. What are you doing? And we're connected and fine. And I did see, I I don't have any tools. Oh. This is my house. Why don't I have any tools? I must have been playing with Malk. But it saved me here. Level 0. But I've got some inventory. But I lost all my equipment. It's strange. No big deal. Anyway. So, version controls caught up. Okay, so what I want to do today, and again, getting a late start here. Chuck E. Cheese needs a bouncer. Get rowdy kids, I suppose. Drunk parents. What's the matter, cat? What? 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 Anyway. That stuff's all fine and good. So first step is going to be really easy. I'm going to churn off and I've brought it up here in Discord. Let's see. Hi, cat. Sitting in front of the keyboard. Step 1. Cave marching cubes. I don't think it's actually this. This is the actual cave constructor. I want to go to World Encounter Manager Cave. This is what's going to generate the cave sections for int number maxed out. Cave was already present. If we're not on 0 and the maximum cave depth, yada yada, and we get a 20% chance here to spawn my cave manual constructor. I don't know why I called it that, but that is my lava cave builder. So we're actually just going to comment all of this out. And we're going to always have normal caves now. So there's not going to be any lava caves. In the normal caves, that is. And instead, what we're going to do is make a new one of these. Public override, generate, encounter, everything else. Get component, we're just adding the component there. So it doesn't have stuff that I need to reference there. So, wonder if I can just reuse this and say something like public bool is lava cave equals false. So we don't have to rewrite any of this code here. It's the manager script. And then what it will actually do is if hey Katie. Hey Mirren. What's happening over in Seattle? If is lava cave, then we will always do this. Yeah, that's fine. So if we are a lava cave, we're going to do just lava caves. If we're not a lava cave, we're not going to do any lava caves, basically. Now, when this gets started is... in the World Encounter Manager, which this is actually parenting. That's an override. So the actual generate method gets called by the World Encounter Master. It's only this one, so let's see. Going in, it's actually the only place that this multiple locations. This is not in use anymore. Let's get rid of it. Current manager dot. So basically, I want to separate. Like I've said here, I want to get normal caves to just be normal caves. We've already got our goblin dungeons, but I want to build an undead version of that, which is kind of just going to be copy-paste for now, but we'll change up some of the textures and models and stuff as we go. And then to get these lava caves working, and then we've also got floating islands already working, but we'd add some monsters and stuff up there. And then we want to get a water cave system working. So those are kind of the three things I want to work on for the next bit here. And we'll get into bug hunting on Monday, Tuesday as usual. But let's see. So we've got cave entrance. Let's do lava cave. We don't really need to call that cave entrance, but I'm not going to change that just to be safe. The game is on sale right now, by the way, I believe. I didn't actually look at it, but there's Steam Summer Sale has started. So yeah, we're on 25% sale right now, if anybody's interested in that. Let's do lava cave, and we're going to want water cave shortly. Equals 10. Numbers that are arbitrary doesn't matter. And let's do undead dungeon equals 11, because we're eventually going to need all of those. And let's see, otherwise determine a medium encounter. So this is where we figure out what we're going to spawn. I don't want to do undead dungeons yet, but let's do lava caves so we can get that going. It is actually possible for this method to, let's see though, this is going to change. Well, if it's already generated, it doesn't matter. So let's go ahead and change this to get random proper. And we'll go 0 to 4. And what this is going to do is actually floor it. So I'm going to do max plus 1. The old method of doing it, there's like, a 0.001% chance that the 4 will actually get triggered, and it's extremely unlikely, but it is possible. So and in that case it would have just defaulted back to cave entrance. It wouldn't be a problem, but this get proper method that I wrote, same thing. It'll move that down to be a 4 instead of a what would have been a 5 if I wasn't doing the get random proper method. But anyway, So we've got a chance to roll lava cave. Instantiate encounter manager. So this is what we want here, basically. I want to have, let's do lava cave manager prefab. And again, it's basically the same thing. I don't think I need a separate spawn of that. But when we do go to instantiate that, let's see here. Where was that? Here we go. So this is actually going to be the same thing. So if we are a lava cave, I'm actually just going to give it the same thing. And that's fine, just the way that is there. So we're going to give it the same thing, but we want to make sure that it knows that it's the lava cave. So that guy's doing that. The master is, again, what's going to tell it to generate. So we're going to get the current manager in these various locations. Let's see. This is our encounter type. So let's just say if our counter type is in fact a lava cave, we want to grab the, let's see, we know then that it's going to be a world encounter manager cave. So we will cast our current manager. Actually, let's do it like this. Current manager as world encounter manager cave. That will prevent any errors. If it's not, it'll just go null. And then if world encounter manager cave does not equal null, world encounter manager cave dot is lava cave equals true. So now it'll know that it's a lava cave. And I'll just put a little debug log error lava cave manager not grabbed, not able to be cast as a world encounter manager cave. Should never run into that, but in case we do, this won't break the flow of the code, but it will report the error anyway. So if it is a lava cave, it's going to be constantly generating lava caves. So that's all good and fine and should be working. Now we want to have a way to differentiate between normal caves and lava caves on the map. So I can actually find one, test it out, lava cave sprite, and let's do a world encounter manager. I'm actually going to go into this guy. No, that's not it. Where is that? I was looking at it just a second ago here. Encounter data, that's what it is. Generate world encounter. So if we end up with a lava cave, I actually want to have it tell me debug log lava cave generated at, and let's see here. What are we at? large encounter terrain dot x and large encounter terrain dot y. So that will tell me where one is once it's been created. But I already know that we're going to need a map icon, so I'm just getting this started. Let's find all the references to cave sprites currently being used. Make sure that we have a lava version doing something similar. Lava cave sprite. And that's about it, really. If we are, oh yeah, we need a marker type. And let's see. Lava cave equals 38. We're going to need a water cave equals 39. And we're going to need undead dungeon equals 40. Not yet, but eventually, so what the heck. So lava cave, return lava cave sprite. And I'm actually going to need to make a lava cave sprite. These are under resources UI. There's cave sprite. I think I'm just going to add some red glow to that guy for now. Trying to think if I can grab some lava texture quick here and just kind of put it over there. For example, nature manufacturer lava. Do I have the lava stuff in here? No. Where is my lava stuff? I can just search for it, I guess. Something like that. I'm going to put it behind it. I'm going to scale it down a lot. Maybe give it a little rotate. And this is cheap and silly, but a good start. You know, we just need something to work with for right now. Let's just do this. Totally unnecessary, but you know, whatever. Come on. Do a little smudgy. A little bit of smudging just to get rid of that sharp edge that it had. And Photoshop changed this. It really bothers me. Save as, Shift Control S. I've been doing that for like 2 decades, but you can't select JPEG or anything anymore. Now you have to do Control Alt S to do Save as Copy. It's very weird when companies change something after 20 years like that. I was watching a video on Warcraft 3 Reforged, you know, and they're like, how do you make a product worse after 15 years or something? Because they totally broke it. And it was really weird. This is going to be lava cave sprite. Oh, and I don't want JPEG, sorry. I need PNG. Yeah. Alright, so we got that. It should be loading up right here. Oh, I do need to mark it as a sprite. It's going to load as a texture by default. That should show us on the map where we find any lava caves, and I can actually churn show encounters on, so I can just look for one, supposedly. There we go. And let's go ahead and just give that a try. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna work as expected because the entrance is not gonna line up properly, I'm thinking. But let's see what happens. I don't want to go into this world anymore. The settings are changed in that. It's a world I got from somebody. Let's go to, what's it called? Multiplayer world new? New multiplayer world. I think this one works fine. Single player. So yeah, caves are not going to be generating lava caves anymore. That's good and fine. One step left for caves is going to be to add a resource to the end of them. They've got crystal and stalactite. Stalagmite? Either or. Golems at the end that are dropping cores. So I'm going to stop them from dropping cores. Let's see. I want to churn this stuff off. I want to churn small encounters off. And I want to do show encounters true. And I don't want town encounters. It's a lot of dungeons. I'm not seeing any. Getting marker description null. Getting null sprite null. Okay, hold on a sec. Let's... Lava cave generated at 0.6, but we're getting some things we need to fill out here. Lava cave is converting to that. I click save, it's going to want to regenerate. What is this? Marker type sent to get marker description null. I believe that's the map UI down here. Get marker description. No, where is that? Yeah, there we go. Oops. Lava cave is a lava cave. Okay, let's try that again. But yeah, I'm going to add a special resource. Actually, I haven't decided on what to call that either. But we want to add a special resource to the bottom of caves. Goblin dungeons and undead dungeons. And then collecting those three is going to allow you to make the next rank, the third rank of materials, which will then make you stronger magical underwear, very important, as well as stronger tools and weapon and armor if you like. So that should have saved so that we can go into further dangerous areas. So let's see. Said there was one at 0.6. 0.6 would be over here somewhere. Not seeing one though. Do you see one? Lava cave generated. Oh yeah, they're starting to... I think these are probably already generated and saved, but there's a whole bunch of them over here. Okay, so let's just go and check those out. I can probably go in any direction, yeah. A lot of water over here, but this is fine. Maybe 20 kilometers out. Let's do... A little cheat. I'm up in the mountains. There should be lava cave over here to the west. So what do we want to call the resources? I've already got the resources after that figured out. Lava caves, water caves, and floating islands have... I think these guys can hurt me. I don't think so. I'm level 50 or something. Aetherstone, Emberstone, and Aquastone. So... what do we want? I'm actually gonna cheat again here. You know, are they gonna be a type of ore or are they stone? Oh, we got an error. Lava cave generated. Unknown marker type sent to convert marker type to prefab. That's true. Okay, well, let's just save where I'm at. Shut that down. Elemental essence, some kind. Let's see here. This is now... for right now, these are actually going to be the same. It's just going to be a mine entrance, and I'll make a different one later. We just want to see how it looks going in for right now. Let's get a little document going. So say we've got like first step is town resources. So we've got scale bug resin. Yeah, the cats don't really sit in the window. This time of year, it's too hot. I bet if I open the window, they'd come. I guess I'll try that. They're all just sleeping in different places. Too hot for you? One of them's actually right up there. You can just see cat foot. I built that ledge for them above the window, but I think it's too hot for them. They don't want to sit. They don't want to sit in the sun. They're all hiding different places. 23. I think for the like, Donna. Scale bug resin. What do we got? Let's see. I like to do these in order. Spider silk is for thread. Leather, we've got the beeswax, hornet wax. For ore, we've got coal, which does steel. And then scale bug resin and stone doesn't have an upgrade. So after this, we want to do cave, dungeon, something. And after that, we've got lava water and ice. Well, just say, floating islands, which have emberstone, aquastone, and aetherstone. I might change this guy to something icy. But need to figure out what to call these guys. But anyway, prefab should be loading properly now. I don't need that warning, and I don't need what's it called? Encounter data. Don't need this anymore. The icons are working as expected. You, I don't need any more. You, I shouldn't need any more. Let's see now. Should be one just down here in front of me. It's a bear. Huh, what is this? Did I get that totally wrong? I did. Okay. That's not a cave. Here, this is what we wanted. Lava cave, give me a cave. Okay, so I'm just gonna back up a little bit here. Ooh, tough bear. Because the cave is a little bit bigger. And I'm just gonna reload that. Accidentally set it to coal mines. I don't think the cave manager script is on the cave entrance itself. I think that gets generated. It's not an actual object. It just gets put in the scene. What's up, Bart? It's only been a month. What are you talking about? I just called you Art. Your name's Stu, and you're logged in as Lucian Voodoo Lord. That's confusing. There we go. And we need to upgrade this too. This model is crap. I can generate better than that for sure. So, it actually worked. Okay, I didn't think it would, but here we are. We're going to definitely want to change the fog colors in here and how these generate a little bit. I want to give more of a pathway across so you're not forced to build. And then we're going to build multiple rooms. I'm going to need some undies too. But that's cool. That's actually working. Bob the Nailer, that's a first. So let's see. First step first. You're working. You we don't need to mess with. You we will mess with you later. Mostly I'm only actually working with manual constructor. And I'm going to go ahead and rename this. Should be fine. So this is getting added in runtime. I don't actually use this on any prefabs. So I'm going to call this lava cave constructor. Yeah. Basically, let's see here. Populate voxels is the method that generates the stuff. Let's lower this down to... Yeah, we can leave them as is. They're pretty squarey right now, right? But let's not fuss with that stuff too much right now. Determine starting point, starting positions, entrance voxels. Use the starting height to carve a ledge. Make sure the entrance is clear. Carve the cave. Determine the west. Carve the opposite ledge. Determine the exit. Make sure the exit is clear. Carve the exit. Move west 2 to exit. Let's see. Guess this is the cave here. Carve the cave. If y is equal to 1, no, int y equals 1. If y equals 1, we've got a 20% chance to add an emberstone, huh? Add non-path position. Give the lowest layer a chance to create islands. I kind of want to make this a path, to be honest. We can go ahead and leave the islands as is. Let's see if we can't expand on this a little bit. So we've already got islands randomly generating. Let's say we do the same thing. We're going to assume that these are maxed. Even though random... I don't think that's actually going to give me 1 or 2. These were pretty flat most of the time, weren't they? Let's go ahead and do 1, 3 for those guys. So now we're going to assume that they are 3. And we're not going to be adding lava falls here. Cave top, we don't care about either. We're only going to be doing y equals 1. Let's see. This is going to be carve a path through the cave lava. Y is going to equal 1. I believe we want this to equal 1. What's our index here? Index equals this guy. We need that. X, Y is just 1 times K width times E, blah, 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 blah. Emberstones, we're not doing U. Add non-path position. Not quite sure what all of that is. Once you get lava caves, can you clone them and change stuff for water areas? Exactly. Floating islands are going to be used for ice. For the water ones, I'm actually probably just going to use the... Well, yeah, I'm going to... Either way, either if I use the caves or the lava caves, I'm going to want to change them up a little bit. I want them to have some more pockety caves. Kind of want... Yeah, we'll see how the lava caves work. Maybe I can get the lava caves looking a bit like the water caves too. Because right now they're these big chunks, you know, and it would be better if they had like multiple leveled pockets kind of thing going on. Would be nice. See if we can do that. Would be pretty on the eyes. Carve a path through the lava. So let's see. This isn't actually how we want to do this. Starting at 5 all the way to cave length -5. So kind of really what we want to do here is yeah, I guess a for loop would be best. So we're going to make a step outward. And what I'm actually going to do is int x equals global methods dot get random proper, and I'm going to pick a number between let's see, we've got our x, we've got our z, we want to be between 3 and cave width -3. We don't have an x, so we can't use that. Let's go ahead and go with it doesn't matter. 777. So we're going to grab an x. I'm not going to be doing the loop for x. It's going to grab a random position to begin with. Actually, we probably want that. Let's call it path x. We'll just have it start with 5 or whatever. That's not going to work. It'll be fine, but it'll be the same for everyone if we leave it that way. Let's go ahead and do manager. Can we do like times manager dot terrain save file dot terrain x? No. Does the manager know? There we go. Terrain x, and we'll do 555 times manager dot terrain z. So it's different for every cave, and we're gonna get somewhere. I'm gonna grab a random x position. We're going to mark that position to be elevated fully so that it's above the lava, like this. And then with each step, we want to say if, let's see, let's just do like a random if global methods dot get chance. And again, we'll do manager terrain x times 222, and we'll do z times 123, just making up random numbers. If that chance is, I don't know, greater than 0.75. So we've got a 25% chance of moving our path X to a new position. So let's say path X equals math function clamp. Well, let's do bool right equals global methods dot get chance manager terrain X times 712 manager terrain Z times 657. Basically we're going to say this is greater than 50%. We're going to go true, otherwise we're going to go false. So this is a shorthand if statement. So we're going to have a 50-50 chance of going right or left, and then we're going to do path X, or well, let's see, right. If we are going right, we're going to do path X plus plus. Otherwise, we're going to do path X minus minus. Does that work? It doesn't work. Right. Do I have to say equals true? I can't do shorthand like that. Can I, how about path X equals path X plus 1, otherwise it's going to be path X minus 1. Same thing, more or less. And then we want to make sure we clamp that to R3. So let's see, path X 3 and then cave width minus 3. So we don't want it to be going into the walls. So this is gonna, yeah, and in the event that that has changed, we also want to update the new one, so it's gonna like zigzag like this. Not sure if you can see my finger at all there, but so we're gonna change that. I don't actually need to declare this. I'm just gonna put it right here. In both cases, like that. Move left or right 25% of the time. This is what's going on there. And then that will get recycled in the next for loop iteration as our current path X position. So let's give that a peek. That should be generating. I need some undies too. What are undies called? I don't think I can say material undies. I can just go into God mode. I do want to turn that down a little too. I think it's at like 5% health damage right now or something like that per second. I want to turn that down to 1%. So you're obviously taking damage, but you know, it's not like instant death. It's not that bad right now, but people go up into the floating islands and freak out because they're moments from death. Alright, so now we've got a path through the lava. Let's just actually take a look at it in the editor. Yeah, those look pretty cool. They're not actually going. Well, this one is connecting rather nicely. 25% might be a bit Low. It looks like it's going straight all the way to here. And then maybe once again at the end there. I think we can go one step further at the end. On both of these. This one looks like it's not doing it at the start either. I don't think we want glowing mushrooms in here anymore. But good start. That's what I was trying to do, is make a walkable path so you don't have to build across these anymore. Currently I'm doing this whole ledge business, so you will have to build up to here, which is maybe not totally what we want to do. Let's take a look at that. Let's see, can we do Z4? Cave length -4 for this guy, maybe? And let's turn this up to more like 60. So you've got a 40% chance. You know, I could make that a little easier to understand if I did it like this. Let's do less than equal. It's 40%. Determine the west ledge height. So, yeah. Our starting height is our current step Y, I believe. Carve the ledge if, yeah, Y equals current step Y all the way up to the ceiling. We're going to carve that out to equal -1. So that's going to leave an empty spot. Kind of would like the end position to just really be the same level as the path, which would be Y equals 1. So what if we change this to be just 1, I believe. If that works. Let's see. So we stretched the paths a bit more. We churned up their chance of churning. And we lowered the end ledge down. Bigger question kind of is, do we want to, wouldn't it be really cool if there was like multi-layered, multi-leveled pockets of little lava pools kind of spilling into one another? Okay, the ledge is too low. That's the exit now, so that's not good. The path looks good though. Yeah, the exits are extremely dangerous now, so that's no good. But let's see, equals 2. I'm gonna go fill my drink up real quick. I haven't been drinking anything while that loads. That's better. Excuse me. Voice has been all like raspy all day here. So this is, I believe, our entrance. Yeah, this is where we come in, and now we've got this raised path across. I think that's an ember stone there. I want to make these guys bigger and make them glow and some stuff. Or is that copper? That's copper. Do you have any ember stone in here? What does this stuff look like? Yeah, there we go. So that's what you're looking for down in here, but kind of tiny. So anyway, there is a pretty clear-cut path. Still not going all the way to the edge there. That's a little dangerous. Is this our entrance? No, this is our exit. So the entrance is connected over here. The exit's not quite connected over here. But it is then immediate exit into the next room. And once again, this one has a good path, but the exit again is not fully connected. So the exit, I think, wants to make another step. And is this guy not going to generate until I go into the next cave there? Is that what's going on? Or what? Well, I am changing the damage thing, though, yeah. Currently, let's see. I am going to turn it down, but it is supposed to damage you on purpose. So let's set up a Solace out here. And let's call it Lava Cave. And I don't think I actually even really have any facilities in this save. I got some. So the thing is, I am wearing underwear. I'm not wearing... So see, this is the mechanic that you need to have underwear on. And I don't have silk and thread underwear, which is what I need to survive down there. I don't think I know how to make that either, but I think I can cheat and give it to myself. No. What's it called? I just needed a space, probably, huh? There we go. So I just gave myself some thread. So now I can make silken thread, and this is going to give me heat tolerance 2, cold tolerance 2. I don't have a tailoring station. Which is actually woodworking. I do have the mats that I need for that, though. That's nice. Put that down. Craft. Had a guy the other day give me a negative review because the crafting interface was so deplorable. I don't really know how you can make this any better, though. If I get rid of the professions and the categories, you're going to have the recipe list looking like this all the time. It's not terrible, but I always thought this made decent sense. You know, you can at least go like this now, and like this or whatever. Weapons only, tools only. I don't know. Anyway, tailoring, armor, underwear. So now I can make silken thread. And if I put on my silken thread, I've got heat tolerance 2. And that is going to let me travel through the lava cave without taking the heat damage. So that's kind of the supposed to be the main steps of progression throughout the game, and that's not really properly explained anywhere. I'm not sure if we want to expand on the tutorials or if we want to make more of like a main quest, or, and this should require better tools because I don't have steel tools. Or if we just want to super improve this help window with like pictures and explanations. I played some yeah, this is gonna hurt, isn't it? I don't think this is insta-death though either. Yeah, it's painful, but it's not insta-death. I do want that to go all the way to the end though. I just want to see if I go into this cave, is it gonna generate the next cave? Or are the lava caves a little bit confused? Yeah, it did it? So it's only making 2 of these. I don't think it knows how to make a proper exit. And I don't like, okay, I did fix the walls are bulging a little bit, which is nice. The ceiling, the end wall is not bulging at all. It's super flat. It's just really squarey in here. I don't like how squarey it is. So let's rethink this a little bit. Yeah, search function would definitely be nice. But even then, you know, it's like, doesn't having a weapons category like make total sense? I could see getting rid of the professions, I guess. If you had just the categories and a search bar, and then there's the all button, so you can just click all if you just want to see all and do a search. It's not bad, but I don't know. So anyway, pretty basic stuff going on here, really. You just start out with a big cube of voxels. That's what this is. It's using marching cubes. So I've got this big square, and then I am carving out the ledge, carving out the cave, carving out the outer wall, drawing a path, things like that. So, you know, there's a lot of different ways that we can do that. For example, we could have like a ledge here. Let's do a little internet search here. Let's say like underground lava pools. Is that a thing? You know, this is kind of what I'm thinking of. Something like having some of these, this kind of stuff, where you're like jumping down next to things. Lava versus pool. Why would you do that? Anyway, could make like a path and then like a step down. Could make the voxels more circular. It would look a lot better, I think, than the square shape going on right now. There's no real limit to the size per se. This is only a single mesh because it's not going over its maximum limit of vertices. We can see it's got only 1300 verts to make this cave. But they can actually use something like 256,000 or something like that per mesh. I could increase the voxel quality too, you know. I'm doing like, I think it's like 5 meters or something right now. Or we can just leave it like this for now. Might be better than to really fuss with it too much. And just add some monsters, fix the lighting. Yeah, let's just go with that for now. I need to close the exit off in the event that this is the final cave. Is that really all that's going on here? Can I look at the lava cave constructor? Show me your hidden values. Cave length, no, that's not what I wanted. Actually, I wanted to look at this guy. Not you. Max cave depth is actually 2. Okay, that's kind of unfortunate, but I guess another question is, do we want to put the emberstone at the end? Or do we want to scatter it about? Like maybe there should just be one big chunk where the lava kind of all pools together, and then there's emberstone. Right now it's just kind of scattered about. But again, that's luxury. We'll think about that some other day. I just want to get stuff working first. So let's see, where are we carving the exit? Move west. Make sure the exit is clear. Determine the exit. Let's see, carve the exit. Move west 2 to the exit. -1, -1. We're making all of these empty. Current step ++ empty. Assign end position for next cave. We don't need any of that. So this is all if we're going to be, if we're the final step. And I don't think we're aware of if we are or not. Int number. We are aware of our manager though. So can we... We're not aware of the number though. Number equals number, we are. Okay. So let's see. If manager, that's not public though, is it? Depth. Max cave depth it is, okay. So if, let's see, if number is equal to max cave depth, actually let's say if it's less than, then we want to do all of this. Yeah, I don't think I even need the end position there. So this should prevent that from going all the way. And again, let's see. Our path is not reaching all the way to the end. We're going less than -4. Let's go less than -3. I think a better way to write that would actually be less than or equal to there. That should move the path all the way. I'm sorry, I didn't understand your question there either, Jack. Why would you do that? So that you get steam burns, of course. I wasn't sure if you were talking about like Steam, the review guy, or... Oh, the pool. That's what you're talking about, weren't you? The guy. Yeah, this would... I'm surprised it's not doing that there. Because, yeah, that should be a massive blast of steam. Maybe this is fake. Maybe that's not water. Because, yeah, that should be an explosion of steam and burning pain. But we're just other people on the internet. What do we know, right? Thermal dynamics. Desperately need to record a new video. Oh, still doing it. What number are you, sir? Cave chunk. Number 1. Okay. So that's not correct. If max cave depth -1. I guess this gets used on this guy to be less than. Yeah, it's not less than or equal. Should be less than or equal though, really. But I won't change that because that'll change all the other caves as well. And one more time, we'll just double check that. I don't know why my voice is all high-pitched and raspy today. Maybe it's because I was up till 1 a.m. fussing with Amazon. Yeah, the cats all have their own spot they like when it's hot out. One's in a chair, one's on the couch, one's up on the ledge. One's probably in that chair. If not, he's out by the other window. I was thinking I might need to just turn the cat cam off for summer. Yeah, there we go. So now there's no exit into the void on this guy. Yeah, that could be a thing. I'm not gonna trying really hard not to sidetrack on anything for the pretty much the rest of the year. I got a good 6 months worth of stuff to do. Try and get 1.0 out. But that could totally be a thing. Let's see. So one thing I want to do is I think it is terrain manager actually. That handles going underground, turn off surface world, encounter type. Default is currently cave. Let's add a lava cave to this. Case lava cave. This is RGB. I'm going to want this to be, I'm going to leave that at a 3 and I'm going to move these down to 1.5. That's the ambient color. Likewise, I think I will turn you fog color. I want you to be pretty dark too, though. Let's see how that looks. Fog and distance 500. Sure. Fix the lighting. We need to get some monsters in. And I actually have some. have a lot of monsters, honestly. I'm just going to add the fire golems in for now, I think. Well, we've got the fire boss, too. He's out of place up in those dumb towers. This would be a great place for him to show up and start throwing fireballs. And he doesn't even have to be a boss. There could be multiple of them. They could be the casters of these caves. I don't think I'll do that right now. But that's definitely a good way to go in the near future. When I get into monster skills. So that'll make everything a lot more dangerous. So there we go. That's still pretty bright. Ambient color, fog. Oh yeah, and I don't want the mushrooms in here anymore. We can do red mushrooms. That's kind of silly. Let's see. Manual constructor, decorate, lava plains, lava lights, ember stones, ceiling, north wall, east wall, south wall, west wall. They're just using the normal ones, which is going to get a random wall decoration. Ceilings don't have them. Floors don't have them. These are random resources, so that's all good and fine. The only place they're showing up is wall decorations, huh? Alright, so let's say if encounter type? No, what do we call that? Manager dot encounter type. Isn't that what he's called? Is that incorrect? World encounter cave manager. Oh, I want the master, don't I? Master? No? I'm not aware of him. Okay, well. Let's do return get random floor decoration instead. I'm going to feed it the A and the B. So we're not going to be grabbing mushrooms under any circumstances if this is a lava constructor. And still too bright in there. Ambient color. Seemed really bright in there. Why was that? Fog color's not that bright. Does the player lighting do anything about that? I forget. There's a kitty. Hey, kitty. What you doing? Go sit in the window. People can look at you. Hey. What are you doing? Should probably change the textures on the rocks too, huh? Get some get rid of this gray. Looks better. It's still really bright in here though. I'm confused why it's so bright. That guy's turned off. That's probably what we need, huh? And that looks a lot better, but now it's a little too dark. Maybe not, but yeah, it's a little dark. So we want to change the environment lighting source. What's up, Fab? Long time no see. Not sure if you're watching live or not, but hope all is well. Yeah, not player lighting. We want to go to render settings dot source. What was it called? Environment lighting source. What is that actually called? Unity environment lighting source. That's probably not what I would have changed. Environment lighting source via code. Render settings, ambient light. Ambient mode. That's probably what we want in here too. I'm gonna have to go take a look at that. Oh, I'm doing that in the Goblin Dungeon. Interesting. And then when we go above ground, looks like we're not resetting that. Oh, that's a problem. Well, in any case, we want this to be skybox when we are above ground. And if play mode does not equal multiplayer host, we want to do that. Otherwise, if the current client is the client, we do also want to do that. For clip plane, this all needs to be done as well. I'm not sure why that isn't. It's only if you're the host, which is pretty rare, but that should be like that as well, I believe. Anyway, and it was a little dark, wasn't it? So let's go to, I think I had good numbers starting out there. Ambient, let's say 3 and 1.5, 1.5, oops. And fog color, I think that's fine. Fog and distance was a little sharp. Let's try that. I'm pretty sure that I own the Nature Manufacturer lava set. Lava Dungeons, that's pretty low poly. Let me log in here. Oh, it actually knew who I was. That's amazing. I want to look at stuff that I own. And I want to search by lava. Yeah, I own this guy. And this is the quality stuff here. Nature Manufacturer guys are really cool. I don't have this even imported into Unity. But again, I don't really want to get into working too much. Let's look at some of these rocks. So yeah, I should probably grab some of those rocks at least. And probably 1 or 2 of those textures for the cave walls. I'm going to go ahead and start up my asset loader. It's a second project I keep all my assets loaded into. Keep them out of the main project as much as possible. Anyway, let's take a look at the lighting changes while that loads. And it's already lunchtime. I think that I already have the fire golems in the project. Just need to give them health bars and some of that stuff. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I like that a lot better. Makes the lava falls stick out a lot more. We might want to add more lava falls. And we'll get some lava monsters in here. Maybe we can do like a fire flower or something. And again, I don't like how square it is. But it's not a big deal. Maybe we mess with the ceiling a little bit. Let's see. We're keeping the exit. Let's see, do we determine the... Oh, this file's still called Cave Manual Constructor, isn't it? Yeah, I think I want to rename the file as well. Hopefully that doesn't break anything. Determine the starting point. So, I think I want to just put this right at 2. Cave height always equals 9. Cave height minus 7 would be 2. So yeah, 2 would be the minimum. I think I want to just go with 2 for that always. Let's go ahead and leave the old method commented out there. And then now that we know that the entrance and the exit and the path are all kind of at this height, here where we're carving the cave out, so we're doing minus cave top here, which is only 1 to 3. And we were using the old one, so it's actually only 1 to 2. So let's increase that. We've got 7 to spare, right? The height is 9. We're at 2. There's 7 in between that. So let's say we can go to a maximum of 6. And I don't need to feed the noise to that guy. And let's say we'll do a minimum of... let's do 3 for starters. See how that looks. That should give it a much more bumpy ceiling. Give it less of a square look. Lava orcs? With fancy underwear? Anyway, let's see here. I don't think I have this imported. Nature manufacture assets. I don't believe so. Oops. I do that sometimes. Run backwards. Yeah. Well, it's a little too low, I guess, huh? You can't really see the lava falls. That's kind of cool. It's not too bad. I like the lava falls, though. You kind of can't really see them as well. Maybe 1 less than that. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. And it's a little dark, I suppose. We can make it a little brighter. Ambient light. Let's just up that a little bit. Let's go 3 to 5. Maybe, yeah, let's try that. Could make the ceiling higher near the edges, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we can do whatever. If we deem something worthy. You're a toasty kitty sitting on my lap. It's kind of hot out. All right with that, huh? There are lights in here moving around, actually. Yeah, you realized it was getting toasty, aren't you? There's a kitty. What's up, Cam? Oh yeah, there are lava lights that are supposed to be moving and shifting. Let's try and focus in on one of those. Yeah, I like that better. It was a little cramped earlier. But yeah, let's see. Where's one of these lights? Let's see, I guess each lava plane, random range is only 0.5. There's one right by the entrance here. So the light that's casting this red light here, let me turn my torch off. He is supposed to be moving around, and he is just a little bit. What if I turn that up? Well, and he's not moving in intensity. See there how he's moving? That's kind of the purpose of those guys. Range is 50. Times step range. What does that mean? 1 to 2. Maybe he's moving too fast. Or did I make him even faster there? Yeah, bigger numbers are slower here. And that was kind of the point of those guys, was to make it look like the place is moving a little bit, but it's pretty random. So if you stop and look at it, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but there is supposed to be some movement going on there. Got them set to only move 50 centimeters though. That's pretty low. 5 might be a bit much, but yeah, and I guess kind of what you were suggesting would be more like changing these fog colors kind of over time. That wouldn't be bad either. Have it kind of be doing something like this. Kind of like, let's see, we might want a little bit more orange, huh? No, maybe not. It's actually pretty good where it was, I think. But anyway, let's see. Noon just hit, but whatever. Let me see if I've got... That looks pretty good for now. I'm doing good, Cam. A little tired. Staying up too late. Makes me furrow my eyebrows. I'm not angry, it's just, I don't know, my eyebrows get like this when I'm tired. Well, that sucks, art. Let's see. Pretty sure I've got... Those are the big guys. Here we go. I think it's... not those. Yeah, here we go. Fire Golem. So I don't have these guys in yet. So let's go ahead and get some of them in. Let's drag one out. Let's see. We'll drag an Earth Elemental out too. And we're also going to want to look at... Yeah, what are you going to stay home from work? That's not how that works. Might as well get paid. Cave manager is probably gonna want... Yeah, he's got stone. Oh, he does have fire golem. Okay. So... And then I want to make sure that the net manager is aware of fire golems too. Fire elemental. I don't think he is. Ice golem. Yeah. Don't think so. So we want to add him. Where'd he go? Fire golem. Add this guy in here so he works in multiplayer. And let's see, we want to make sure that, is he set up? He's got the health bar background. Monster AI. What does he need? Agent animator. Agent animator, fire golem, biomes cave, health bar background. Looks like he's all set up. Audio. Let's go ahead and give him the same audio just for now. Get hit. We're not gonna do the walk noises. Death. I guess yeah, we can do the walk, not the roll. And we'll go ahead and do that one in here too for whatnot. Yeah, definitely when I get to getting into 0.8 and adding monster skills, getting flying monsters in is definitely going to be one of the things. And then we have the question of how does a melee character deal with flying monsters? I guess we can't really do flying ranged monsters. Or I guess, they can be floating, but not really like up where you can't hit them. But we'll conquer that when we get there. Yeah, not being a perfectionist is like one of the hardest things to do, Cam. But super important to get stuff done. I think this dude's all set up. He's got an LOD group. He's got a network transform. Yada yada. I think he's good to go. So I don't need to change any of that. Let's see. Cave marching cubes is going to be spawning guys during his decorate run. Is that decorate floor? I don't think so. Where does he do that? Get random monster. Who calls that? Spawn monster. Who calls that? Monsters. This is during decorate, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing in the lava cave decorate. We'll go to the end of it and add some monsters. If we're not a client, world encounter, it's not cleared. Yeah, I suppose. Or if we, we're not marking. Where to spawn them? They're lava golems, so they can spawn right in the lava, in my opinion. And I'm not doing any sort of a check, am I? I am doing a raycast. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and just... How about we do a 4 each? Not a 4 each. A 4x z loop. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Sorry. Not you. This guy. I'm not going to do that. We're not going to have a boss just yet, if ever. I'm going to do 4 int x equals 4, I think. X equals less than... Can I get those? Where to go? Pause stones. Floor positions. Maybe we just add it in here. If it's less than... So we got a 5% chance to get a floor resource. We've got a 2% chance to decorate the floor. Which went back to there. Let's not do that. Maybe... I guess, yeah, we do want to do this only if we are the host, or the server, or single player. But where was that? If number, populate, blah, 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 floors. If we're not a client, and all of this is clear, and random equals less than 0. Let's say 3, so we'll have a 10% chance. 1 in 10, that sounds a little extreme. Let's do 5% chance. To spawn. What is a 10% chance in caves, huh? Alright. We'll put it at 10. And this is going to be pair dot key, I believe. And z dot value. No, what's going on here? For each int z in pair. I guess I'm just doing a... I don't use for eaches anymore, but I used to a lot. That's only 120,000 lines of code. It's not a big deal. Comments are very important for that reason. Cam, if you can get into that habit. It's easy to skip, but man, when you go back to something and there's no comments, you're like, wow, I have no idea what's going on here sometimes. Spawn monster. Now the thing is, get random monster. We want this to, we're only doing stone golems, but let's say if this is a lava cave constructor, what we actually want is to return instantiate manager dot fire golem, like that. Why is all of this here? We don't need that. Get random monster. It's not actually random, but whatever. So if we're the lava constructor, we're going to get a fire golem. Let's try it out. Importing lava stuff into here while we do that. So I can change the wall texture. Get a little bit more lava-y looking. Maybe get some rocks in. I don't think you really commonly have stalactites and stalagmites very much in lava caves, do you? Because that's caused by dripping, generally. I don't think there's a lot of dripping going on in lava-ridden environments. Okay, so there's a fire golem. What's happening, dude? You're kind of glowy too, that's cool. And you're aware of me, but your animations don't work. That's fine. You guys are trying to hit me. You're pretty strong. I can't cast my... Oh, there it goes. Yeah, that's... I need to fix those, but... So yeah, they don't know how to animate, but they know how to move and everything fine, so that's good. Oh, you know what? We actually set that up in the yeah, lava caves are supposed to be, we're going to be doing lava, water, and ice. So what I was, well, let's see, cave and dungeon. Let's see. So we're going to be doing cave, and we're going to be doing goblin dungeon, and we're going to be doing undead dungeon. And these could sort of predate these in some order. So like cave, like you're saying, this would be water, would be strong against it. Aquastone, what? This would be earth, maybe? Aetherstone. Currently that's air, but maybe this one should be, you know, maybe it should be ice. And then fire would work against it. In which case we could make goblin dungeons more fiery. You know, make one of these, make the undead dungeon more watery, make the cave more earthy. That's kind of the 0.8 stuff when we get into combat. But we need to figure out what these are at some point. But we can change it whenever. You know, it's not a big deal. But yeah, we did do random flaming balls when we were working on the... What's going on here? Still importing? When we worked on the fire plane just for like a day or two there, remember that? I had the fire hounds and all that we were messing with which I do want to get back into eventually. I think that's going to be post 1.0 though. We'll see how our timeline goes. But yeah, we had the like bubbling lava. That was really cool. But anyway, gotta stick to the plan, Art. I gotta stick to the plan. We just gotta get this working for now. If we got a bunch of time left over, we can move on to all kinds of stuff to do. So their animations aren't working. Fire Golem. Fire Golem animator. What do we got here? Goblin animator. These look the same. Fire Golem animator. I guess they're just not plugged in. Properly. Walk. Run. I don't think you have a run. We're just gonna make you walk kind of fast. Hit. Get hit. Attack 2. Attack 1. But yeah, Cam, the modeling, we all know that. I think Art, you even tried your hand at Blender a little bit there, didn't you? It's not terribly difficult. I mean, you know, you can tell that if you spent time on it, you know, you'd get better and better at it, of course. I know how to do it, but that's pretty much the story of everything. Is it smart to be spending time on it or not? When you've got a lot of stuff to do. Yeah, that's the thing, especially starting out. You're like, I spent like 3 or 4 days doing Blender once, you know, and you know, you want to get to that point where you're kind of like comfortable doing things, and that's a good few weeks, you know, maybe a few months to really get to that sort of, yeah, I kind of know what I'm doing feeling. And so it's hard to really commit that if you don't have a really need to. And they're kind of hulking around and punching now. It's cool. Once again. Alright, so we got monsters in here. We got resources. This is a really hot zone, so I don't think I'm actually going to do copper. We should have gold in here, to be honest. Let's see. Got my 700,000 Excel documents. I was kind of looking at, just for example, I don't think I'll save this, but there's copper. Well, we should probably move copper to the swamps. And that's kind of actually silly having them at the swamps. That doesn't really make any sense. Yeah, they've got a random chance. Currently, I've got 2 attacks plugged into them. They had a third. Let's see what it was. You can't really see that too well, can you? That's a slap. 2 was... That's kind of weird, actually. I think I'm not going to use that one. Not sure what that is. That's more like a skill. And then they got a shoulder bash. Okay. Yeah, let's have them use number 3 instead of number 2. Where'd to go? Fire Golem Animator. Let's do number 3. Instead of 2. There we go. And that's a whole other thing, animations. You want to get into not modeling, but animating all of this stuff. I'd love to have hundreds of animations for the skills that I want to get in. You know, like for like the warrior attacks. Every skill should have its own animation, really, right? You know, but man, that's a whole separate, well-paid profession, unfortunately, that I'm not capable of. You know, could spend 100 hours learning it, but I don't think I'm gonna. But so let's say copper's where? Let's say to get silver, you got to go into these temperature 1 areas, which is these guys, right? So let's say we've got, let's say it has silver. So I guess copper just spawns out in the world. Maybe it's in towers. We could keep it in swamps. Should probably just spawn randomly, shouldn't it? Let's move copper to copper as a general low frequency resource spawn. Well, because I'm trying to do this progression organization stuff. So the town resources are out there in the world, but they've got you know, they've got their difficulty associated with them. You have to set up a town. But then once you've got those, then you gain access to easy traversing, you know, of caves and dungeons, because I'm going to be pausing regeneration in these zones if you don't have the silken undies on. So you're not going to be taking damage, but you're going to have really low survivability. Unless you're healing, and then your mana's going to run out. So unless you're potion popping constantly. So I'll move silver down in here. So let's say we've got has gold in here. And then yeah, we can do, I kind of was skating around the subject, but elemental planes, we'll say has platinum. And then, you know, has iridium. And I'm currently planning to do, let's see. Fire plane, ice plane, water plane, earth plane, and I want to do energy plane. And I want to do these as whole worlds, not the little pockets that we've been doing. But we'll get into that later. Should I keep clearing my throat? Like I say, I don't know why. Not at the top of my health. You need to find animated go. I do. I don't think she's watching, so I'll say it, but I'm naming it after my niece. It's Marinium. Is one of my planned resources. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. So let's see, we've got copper spawning right now, so we'll probably, I'm going to go ahead and save this. Let's just call this progression.text. I don't think I have a text. I do have a text. Okay. Well, let's open that up and look at it. What is that? Cancel. Cancel? What are you doing? What's the matter? Oh, you're trying to do everything? What is this? Yeah, that's old and... I just want to save this one. There we go. Well, you know, that's better than nothing. If you're into the min-max. And I'm going to be changing the math on you a lot, Stu. I'll give you fair warning. It's probably still a month or two away, but combat's going to be pretty different. One thing I want to talk about is if it would be too strict to restrict item level based on the item tier. So you can't have level 1 tier 50 stuff for various reasons. I was thinking doing plus minus 5. So tier 1 can be level 0 to 15. And if you want to make level 16 gear, you got to get at least tier 2. And if you want to make level 0 gear, tier 2 is not going to work. Just to help balance the math out, there's going to be a lot of math changes going on. And I've been thinking a lot about the skills too. I don't think that I'm going to be able to keep the infinite skill progression thing, because that just kind of doesn't make sense. I'm thinking more to do something like failed to load. Whatever. Something like 10 skills per tree. And then having like 6 to 10 points per skill. I've tried to make some of this stuff in the past like this, but Yeah, balancing that stuff out is really difficult because the way that that works, you've got attributes, you've got equipment, you've got enchants, and you've got skills. So say you've got plus strength equals damage, you've got equipment that equals damage, you've got enchants that does plus strength, which equals damage, and then you've got skills that are adding to damage. And all of these scale. So if you're at level 10, say now you've got 10 times 4 it equals 40. But if you're at a level 100, now you're at 400. And so it's this really steep curve. And we can just make monsters follow that steep curve. But there's kind of no real good way around that. Anyway, this is what I think about like all day and night. It's like how to better improve that. Because again, if the skills does, like, say it just adds, like plus 10 damage. At level 100, plus 10 damage is no difference. You're random rolling more than 500 damage, plus or minus. But if you do it percentage based, again, that when you're at higher levels, those become ridiculous changes to the numbers. So what I'm really looking at, what I'm considering doing, is to have sort of a level system where, say, your strength is equivalent, like if your strength is equivalent to level, like to the expected say if your damage and monster defense level is 100, you do 10 damage. So then, like, monsters always have 100 hit points. Kind of thing like this. So it's not really based on just ever increasing numbers, but it's actually weighing your stats against the monster stats. So like the player doesn't actually gain hit points every level. So you're not at like 75,000 hit points eventually. There's like rare enchants that will give you plus 10 hit points. And that too will then be weighed against your level. So if you're level 100 and you're wearing level 20 enchants, the effect that they have on you is going to be way less. And then the problem with that is that leveling is almost like a punishment. It's like every time you level up, all of your gear gives you less benefit because you've grown stronger than it. But at the same time, it opens up the opportunity for you to equip stronger gear, which, gives you the total, your maximum potential goes up with every level. And So that's, it's tough stuff, but it's kind of the direction I'm leaning right now. Yeah, and then definitely the damage done will be based. This is just a really simplified example of how I want to weigh this stuff together, but yeah. Anyway, I think the caves are done. Fire monsters are working. They're spawning on the map. They've got map icons. They've got monsters in them. They've got emberstone in them. And that all needs to be messed with further, down the road when we get to balancing these kind of changes. But in the meantime, let's do some undead stuff. So, actually, I think I'm going to go to lunch. Yeah, you go to bed. I'm going to go to lunch. I don't know if Cam's still in here. Yeah, he is. Cam, you ever got any Unity questions? Or I was never in IT, so I had to self-teach myself C#. Take it easy, Stu. But I've been doing this now for, I guess I started in 2012, I think. It's when I first started teaching myself, like, from scratch programming. So I've been doing it for a while now. So if you ever had any questions or concerns, and I highly recommend the Unity developer community, Discord. These guys are really cool. I'm in here a lot, answering programming questions, and these guys helped me out so much. I say these guys, it's thousands of people, really helped me out when I was just starting out. So highly recommended for all want to be Unity developers. But yeah, I'm gonna make undead dungeon. Well, I guess I kind of want to get some lava textures going for the caves, don't I? Maybe. But yeah, I want to make the undead version of the dungeons, mostly by copying these guys and just kind of changing some of the assets for now. And then we're gonna add some resources to the ends of these two, and then we can start working on water caves. So yeah, when you sit down to really do this stuff with a plan, it moves really quick. But of course, I gotta do some bug hunts on Monday and Tuesday and this and that. But anyway, thanks for everybody that stopped by. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Cam. Hope to see you again. I'm in Japan, so it's just lunchtime here. It's 12:40. I'm gonna go get some food. Hope y'all have a nice day.